Call Bestie.
Hello?
Hey man, how you going?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Awesome. I was wondering, do you want to go down to the tavern later on?
Yeah, we could do that.
Nice. I thought it's been a while.
Yeah, I've missed you.
Yeah, I miss you too, man. Okay, I'll see you later.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back to Tavern Banter. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Luke.
Now, Tavern Banter is an Australian landmark, Luke.
Is it?
Yeah.
And what does that mean, a landmark?
Well, it means I just changed the Wikipedia page.
We have a Wikipedia page?
Yes.
You editing it? No, we're
No,
not.
no,
We're
no.
going to do a lot
No.
more to have a Wikipedia. We're a landmark.
Can't we just make one? Or do we have to... No?
You have to have done a couple of things to have actually
I don't
recognized.
think that's true. I remember some
Alright.
Wikipedia pages
You know what,
having
little-
nothing.
Next episode, Cam, come back with a Wikipedia
I'll
page.
tell you if we made a Wikipedia page.
That's a little subtle, small, tiny little task for you
Do you
right
think
there.
we have to pay? I wonder. No,
you do not have to pay.
I'm sure I can just make a
Yes, if you have
Wikipedia
enough-
page.
Little history. When me and Caleb first talked about doing YouTube stuff, he was asking many questions. One of them being, do we have to pay YouTube to give us an account to be able to upload videos?
No.
And you did ask something along those lines, and I kept saying no. Spotify. Which is also a no. No, you do not need to pay Wikipedia to have your stuff up there.
Look, these are all companies. I just assumed they're all money-grubbing bastards.
If Wikipedia was doing that, it wouldn't be asking all of us to give them $2 to keep supporting Wikipedia.
Man, that's fair.
Yeah. Also, who would pay for stuff like apples? Like, as in the Wikipedia page on apples. Who pays for that? Granny Smith? She hasn't got enough money. She's pulling her apples off too early.
I guess my assumption would be Wikipedia started the
You have to pay for your web page if it's something along the lines of like a browser that you make through like
Yes.
Wix or
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You have to pay for your own homepage, webpage
Sure,
type
sure,
stuff.
sure,
But
sure.
Wikipedia, no, you do not need to.
I can just
pay.
imagine Wikipedia started off as a free thing, right? They did all the basic stuff like apples, dolphins, elephants.
There's one guy going, okay, oranges.
Oranges.
Fuck, okay.
Um,
Someone named Oscar.
yeah, like, and then after it got
Orangutans.
big enough, they were like, now if they want to add new things to it, they have to
Now,
pay.
if Mr. Beast wants a Wikipedia
Yeah,
page,
he has to pay.
we need $1
Wikipedia.
million. No, you just need to have something that's like verifiable.
Okay.
So
okay.
our YouTube channel would count as something that would be
There
evidence.
we go.
You have to be verified. It has to be, and enough people have to kind of speak about you and know about you. I
Just a
believe.
quick question before we move on. Do you still use Wikipedia?
No, but like I never doubt the efficacy of Wikipedia by this point because it's so well edited. By this point, it's honestly more like useful than other actual websites.
I've heard like certain minor celebrities having to fight really hard to change any of the false information on Wikipedia.
Oh yeah.
Just because it is so highly monitored now that
Yeah.
it's hard to, because people used to just go
Add
in
anything.
and edit anything.
There's a video game character of a video game I was watching recently who has it's Knack. Could you do me a favor?
Knack?
Yeah, could you go onto the Wikipedia for Knack just so I could show Caleb this?
yes.
Yes.
While I do that,
Yeah.
fan.
Oh yeah. Do you want to turn off the fan for us, please? I'm sure it's not too audible, but it probably is.
This is Australia. It's hot.
It is very warm. Honestly, we might put it back on just to see. Knack.
What's this from?
This is from a video game from the PS4. That was a.
I do know.
That was
I
a
do know.
release.
As soon as you said PS4, I remembered what it was.
Let me
Okay,
just go
okay.
to
Yep,
the
yep.
character. I need to go to the character.
Oh, okay. Riveting.
This will not take long, I promise.
That's what you said last night.
No, where is it? There's got to be a character breakdown on this.
Wow.
Notes, sequel, not reception. Damn it! I don't know if we'll get it because it's
Oh.
the phone. It's fine. I'll just tell you it. On it, Knack the character has a Wikipedia page, and it has all those lists of things that you need, like name, age. One of them is sex, and it's written every day. It's currently still written every day for Knack.
Every day for now.
So yeah, that's the one little things that people still can mess with Wikipedia.
That is really good.
On
That's just
specific things that
really-
no one cares about.
That is pretty funny. Okay, Luke. We are our segment for today will for today.
You're jumping
is
ahead.
At the table.
At the table.
At the table.
Yes.
We are talking about the new unearthed arcana.
You all right? You're jumping ahead. Unearthed arcana.
Earthed aft.
Which I've got here now on my phone just in case we need notes for it. We won't go through it. But yes, they
But
released
it's
an unearthed arcana, which is work in progress on a bunch of new subclasses.
it's like playtest stuff.
Yeah,
playtest that they put
for
out.
new subclasses for the classes in 2024. And we've read through it.
We have,
We read through
and I was trying to think before we started filming if this is the first thing that D&D 2024 has put out that I'm actually really excited for. I think it is. I can't recall anything else that they've put out. Like, they put out the new Eberron, and the new Artificer, which was kind of cool, but it wasn't something I was, like, excited about. I was actually really hoping that this Unearthed Arcana would be something for the Necromancer, like Wizard Necromancer.
Oh yeah.
But it's not.
No, they'll never do that.
What is the Unearthed Arcana?
It essentially, from what I saw, is a lot of mystics and magical sort of subclass stuff. So certain classes that don't have magic as a subclass will be getting it. So you have the spell thief who can steal magic.
Yeah.
You've got the mystic monk.
Mystic monk that
Where the
is
mystic is basically just a sorcerer.
Yeah, literally just turning your monk into a half caster.
Half caster
Or
sorcerer.
quarter caster.
Yeah, you're gonna get to level 4, so it's a bit more than
Yeah.
a third caster, a little bit less than a half.
Yeah.
Semantics. But yeah, but genuinely, like they can use their key points or their focus points similar to sorcery points.
Spell Shield Paladin.
Yes, Spell Shield Paladin.
Is it called Spell Shield?
It's something like that.
It's pretty
Oath
close.
of
to
the
that.
Spell Guard.
Oh, Spell Guard.
Spell
I was
Guard.
close, I was
A
close.
lot of very defensive magic for that.
And then the final one is the Warlock Patron.
Yes, the Warlock of the Vestige, Patron, which is more about a dying god type thing, or dying being gifting their vestige.
Yeah. So, what is your like first impressions? What do you have a favorite? Do you
Yeah.
have something that you're really excited for?
I love the look of the magical thief, and I am excited for the paladin.
Okay.
I don't play a lot of rogues. I do like paladins a lot, but I think the magical thief is way more interesting. So I'm probably more excited for that.
A big part of my like mid-max brain goes to the spell thief with its ability to like cancel out spell effects and then restore
Spell
slots.
It's super rude.
Yeah.
It's what a rogue does, and it's rude
I
because
think
there is no limitation.
if it's very like similar to if they do release something like this fully, DMs are going to probably
You're like,
hate
cool.
this.
You walked up to
Your DM will target you.
You walked up to the ally who's got hold person cast on them, and you used an action and it stopped.
Yeah,
There's no save. There's no dice check. It's just an action, which is a lot. Like
It really feels like if you have that rogue like on your party, it's a real big safety net. Like you
just
aren't
being
going
able
to.
to end an effect.
Yeah, you're going to find your party in less dangerous situations,
Yeah.
or being able to get out of dangerous situations more easily.
The idea of like someone getting hold person, as I said, or some other spell on a character, and then the rogue going immediately after that enemy and just going, I'll just take that away and give them a spell slot back of like one or second level. Very, very useful. We also thought of a very interesting way of doing it if you time it right, which is difficult, but with certain feats it's possible. Where someone casts shield on themselves.
Yeah, reacts to any cast shield.
Right before the end of their next turn or the beginning of their next turn, the rogue takes the shield off
away
and then gives them a spell slot back that they can just cast again.
So it's like a free shield essentially.
It's crazy. Like,
I
it's
think
really
there's
cool.
going to be a lot like we haven't delve too deep into it, but I feel like there's a lot of potential to completely like
Yeah.
break like have a lot of broken builds
Like
with it,
just being able to take haste off of an enemy, and you don't have to give them a spell slot back.
or even slow off your allies.
Yeah, slow off
is
your
really
allies.
good.
Just off yourself. You just start off like, oh, I've been slowed this turn. I'm no longer slow. I can just do everything, and I have a spell slot back. It's really, really
It
funny.
is. I'm really excited for the paladin as well. I really like paladins, and I think this paladin is really good in terms of being a brilliant support class.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I do want to talk about the warlock, because even though I do think the warlock is not very like mechanically as interesting.
From what I could tell, because I didn't read a lot into Warlock, I got a little bored by that point because they just got a summon essentially as part of their
they got
patron.
like a really good find familiar.
Yeah, and so I saw that like, okay, so they're getting a vestige, which is basically a creature that will act on your turn and act as a combatant, and so I was like, okay, that's something.
Yeah, so like mechanically, I don't think it's that great.
Yeah.
However, I think it has such a amazing like story and role playing concept.
I
Right.
agree.
I love the idea about your character has stumbled upon like this dying god, or like you are the last follower of like your cult that has been wiped out or something.
Yeah. That the
there's-
story potential is a lot of fun.
There's so much story potential there, which I typically tend to think I have more fun with story potential rather than mechanical like
Yeah,
benefit.
absolutely.
And I don't think it's unplayable. I
No.
think there's a lot of good stuff there, especially you get to pick a cleric domain, whether that's war, trickery, life, etc.
Oh yes.
And you get those prepared spells, automatic prepared spells.
Yeah, in those cleric lists.
Which I also think has a lot of like potential to like be really good. Like war domain is like you get shield.
Yep. You get spiritual weapon.
Like all this sort of stuff. And I think that also plays like you're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I think so. Like, there's a lot of great potential. I think Warlock. I actually think Warlock for story potential has more and more struggled.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, your devil is your patron. Okay, you signed a contract with the devil. Oh, your Fae is a patron. Or you were tricked into it, or you were part of it. The old one is your patron. They don't talk really, and it's more just insanity or whatever. It's
very mysterious.
You need to put more effort in. And trust your DM isn't going to screw you over with a contract that's like you die or you're doing evil stuff. Like it's a fine line to walk, and this one is a bit more hands off for the DM
and a little bit more flexible as well, because a dying god can be anything, from good to bad.
You could be what's one of those fishmen, those fish boys that create gods in D&D. They're the Kuatoa. Kuatoa. We can put a picture of them up there. They're great. They're based on an H.P. Lovecraft creature that look pretty much like them. But Kuatoa have the great ability that if enough of them get together and believe in one thing, that thing becomes a god, and they birth a god into existence.
Is that in their stat block?
That's in their lore. In their D&D lore. So there's no
really
mechanic for it, but you can use it as something. So you were around a Kuatoa group and they birthed a god.
Yeah, they just saw you and like, yeah.
You have a god. We believe in your one.
A god for you.
Yeah.
A god for you.
And that kind of fun stuff. But no,
It's very interesting. Talking about the monk quickly.
Yes, the mystic. Way of the mystic forces.
I think it's the most boring one. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, and you know what? Fine.
Look-
Monks have had it too good for too long.
I'm gonna look through a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, because I'm like, so basically, what your first feature that they give you at level 3 is you gain the spellcasting. Which is you get sorcerer cantrips and sorcerer spells. So already getting sorcerer cantrips is pretty interesting because that's not normally always a thing, but this
Look, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to like be
No, it's not going to
bad.
It's just
but it's
a lot of D&D's problems with magic stuff is that they go, oh, you got spells this level, so we're not going to give you a class feature this level because you got spells. And that's really dull because a lot of the spells are just like, I do damage in a different flavor, and it's not like interesting or fun. Their level 6 ability is you can replace an attack action with a cantrip.
spell or cantrip.
A cantrip, and then the high
that's
level becomes a
right.
spell, which is just an
Yes.
Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, it's
But
just Eldritch Knight.
You technically have more attacks as a monk. It's kind of dull. It's very unimagined because
It's also hard. Well, see, as monks level up, their unarmed hits become more
Better.
like better. I think the only benefit is really you are possibly getting a really good ranged option.
yes.
So
So the other thing is that when you're level 5 and level 11, the cantrips do scale.
They
So
do,
you do get like
yes.
2d8 on one attack. Imagining
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And if you are able to combine damage with a spellcasting modifier, that's nice too.
So the damage output for monks is even higher.
Can technically increase.
Yeah.
But it's just boring when you look at other monks and the way of the way of mercy is all about heavy damage and heavy healing, and they have this cool mask and stuff. The spectral the way of the spectral monk. Or it's the one with the many arms.
Astral
Astral
monk,
self.
yeah.
The astral self has crazy spectral arms and a body of armor they can put on, kind of thing, and it's much
It feels
more
like
interesting.
there's so little flavor for
Yeah,
this spellcasting.
because the spellcasting is just granted, having a monk be able to cast haste on themselves is
that's
really
the
great.
only that was the first thing.
That was
I
the
thought
first thing
of.
you
I was
thought
like,
of.
Well, now the monk can cast haste on itself.
shield, just all the combat spells that a sorcerer needs, a monk benefits.
Yeah, but this is also what I'm kind of saying. Like, monks are already really good in
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
Giving them spellcasting just feels like kind of I don't know. I think there was something else they could have done with a magic monk.
Yeah.
Rather than just the spellcasting.
And I would rather play a drunken monk, and drunken monks don't really get much
no
at all.
But they have great flavor.
They have great flavor.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It feels like
It's
old kung
great.
fu.
Yeah.
Kung fu movie.
Jackie Chan style, just flipping around and
Yeah.
stuff. Yes, me, the character I play. Oscar.
Yeah, you're playing a drunk monk.
And I'm enjoying it. Even though I look at all the monks and I go, oh, this one, has spectral arms and can bend everything with his mind, and this one he can break people's elbows and their limbs and knock them down. That's the way of the open fist. This one can teleport through shadows, and this one can hit an extra person
one time.
a couple times, or when I do an extra punch, I can run away. It's like, it's basic, but it is that flavor of like, I punch and you run around them and you're able to dodge and you're able to hit multiple people. This one is just dull.
Yeah.
It's cool. You learn to cast spells. It's basically right there with the Way of the Four Elements monk,
Yeah.
because that one's just elements.
Yeah.
What about the paladin? Anything in the paladin?
So the paladin is something that I would play. This is something I personally would play. Straight off the bat, you've got things like you can magically connect with like someone,
Yes.
and you basically become their guardian.
Right.
And then within 30 feet, as a reaction, like once you're connected.
Yep. The guardian bond.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once as a reaction, if you're within 30 feet of them, you can add your charisma modifier
Yep.
to their AC.
Yeah.
And I love.
It does have to be within 5 feet, not 30 feet. Magic action, you expend the creature within 5 feet of yourself.
Keep reading.
Yeah. For the duration, while the bonded creature is within your reach, and is hit by an attack. What is your reach?
Okay.
You can end your divine bond any time, but yes, you do add your charisma to their AC.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you basically become like this bodyguard of
Yeah.
of whoever you're choosing.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of at level 20 when you get Eternal Spellguard.
Eternal Spellguard level 20.
Yeah.
If they're within your
Aura.
they get resistance to all damage.
That's also great.
That's
by
so
the
good.
way. That's
Yeah.
also just good.
And also, you and your allies have advantage on saving throws.
throws.
As spell attacks against you and your allies have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Those are the 3 options of things you can.
Oh, they have to be activated?
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, it's not all.
As
of
a
them.
bonus action, you empower your aura for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
That balances out well. The spell. Okay, this is what I saw.
Yeah.
The spell breaking blade.
Yes.
Counterspelling. So you have the option when someone casts a spell, you have a spell guard strike. You can react, hit them. If the spell, I love this definition. If the spell has a verbal, somatic, or material component, so all spells.
All spells.
There is no spell that has not got one of those.
Yes.
You can hit them with an unarmed strike or a weapon, and then at level 15, you also can cast counterspell as part of that reaction when they cast the spell. So you hit them
And if it
counterspell.
fails,
You don't lose the spell.
you don't
slot.
lose the spell slot.
Specifying that it has a verbal, material, or what am I missing?
Somatic.
Component might be for subtle spell.
I guess that's the only thing I can think of, but unless a DM makes a
Specifying that all components are
yeah
like it's not like any spell
within your reach casting a spell with verbal, somatic, or material components.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. The only reason why I think, like, yes, that's why.
All three, so that you know that it's all three.
Yeah.
And that technically subtle spell beats this.
No, I get it. The idea is being the reason why I find it funny is that unless a DM goes out of the way to put a sorcerer with subtle spell in their campaign, if a DM just uses what's in the book, that's never going to come up because most of the, unless they made a creature like that.
I'm
But
not
yes,
sure
I
if
see what
there
you're
are
saying.
some like monsters, like certain like magical monsters,
Maybe.
that might
They do this without material,
material
somatic, or verbal
somatical
component.
components.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that also might be a
That
thing.
might be it as well.
But that might be very rare. It doesn't.
Yeah. But yeah, though they have a lot of really just cool and interesting stuff, and it's a lot more about being a bodyguard, being a protector.
And there's something really cool about the idea of like being someone that can break spells, right?
Yeah.
Because magic and D&D is like just so powerful. And so when you have these, like we talked about the spell thief,
Yep.
the spell shield, like these sort of classes that are built to fight against spellcasting, it fills out the world for me. Like, right, it sort of like rounds out D&D as more than just if you are not casting magic, you're not as good.
Yeah, there's an element of this. It's sort of like the Batman Superman effect of DC, where it's like you have one that has all this powers, amazing stuff, and you have one that is like, I have none of that. I'm going to make myself able to counter this.
Yes.
And that whole thing of because the spell thief, I love the idea of the flavor for being someone that had some sort of history with magic and said, I hate this so much, I'm going to take it and get rid of it and like ruin it for other casters. Because a magic caster who can't affect people is basically just a person.
Because there's also no save with the spell.
The spell
rogue.
thing.
Or does it say willing creature?
No, it's literally just you. I believe you take it. I'll double check.
Which one?
The magic stealer.
Yeah, magic.
Spell thief is much better, and I think it's called magic stealer. What's the spell thief? All right.
You drain power from ongoing spells to recharge your allies' magic. As a magic action, you touch a willing creature.
Willing.
And one.
Okay, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's still good. Yeah, it's only level 1 and level 2, and then it gets a little bit more powerful. But
it goes up to level 3.
Yeah. But the sneak attack abilities you gain are also very good. So there's the one of you can make them have a disadvantage on the next saving throw against a spell.
Yes.
By using you subtract 2d6 from your next sneak attack.
Yes.
There's the disrupt spell where they must succeed an intelligence saving throw, or the spell that they're on the next spell they cast dissipates with no effect. And the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast it is wasted, but they don't lose the spell slot if they don't cast it.
Yeah, so basically the next time they attack, if they were going to cast a spell,
they have to int save.
They have the intelligence save, and if they fail, then
they don't
that action's
wasted. They don't get the spell.
Yeah.
They skip the spell slot. And then I find this one just kind of funny because it's not necessarily to do with magic in general, but it's steel resistance. They lose a resistance and you gain it.
Yeah, which is
fun.
Pretty interesting.
Because
it means that this rogue is also just really good on things that just aren't even like spellcasters.
Like demons or
anything with fire resistance. Like any resistance.
Yeah.
You can just be like, I've taken it away, guys.
Yeah.
Get him.
And most commonly, a resistance is a damage type they also deal. So you are buffing yourself against them whilst weakening them against you. It's very fun. Like, I like that a lot. You have anything over there? Just
No, I've never been a big fan of the new cunning strike.
Yeah.
Costing stuff.
So
Yeah, I understand that. I think because a bunch of the cunning strike stuff is not very useful.
I haven't played a 2024 rogue, so
I think there is a time and place to use them. The poison one seems very bad until you have a double. People are like, oh, how often are you going to be fighting something that's immune to poison? And we go, well, it depends on where your DM puts you. If we're in a tavern with a bunch of bandits, you're fine.
but a poison forest.
But a poison forest is not a great idea. And so that's when it's context. It's contextual. However, it's not enough to justify losing damage.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I've been playing a 2024 rogue for the last year, and I think I used it all of twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And used it unfortunately on creatures that it wasn't useful for in the end. Because I think there's another one. Isn't one of them tripping them? Which is kind of good depending on how you fight. If you're not doing range attacks, but if you're a rogue, range attacks is one of the great ways to do it. So, yeah.
Anyway, overall, I'm excited I'd like to actually playtest some of this stuff
Yes.
because some of it is really cool, especially the paladin or the rogue.
Oh, you can stun them at level 17 with the rogue. That's cool.
Yeah.
There's Eldritch Implosion. It's a lot of cool stuff. It's a lot of great flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's the spell thief?
Spell magic stealer is. It sounds like they've
Arcane
been-
snatcher.
That's still better.
That's still good.
Magic stealer sounds like a white person named it.
Spell thief is too similar to thief,
Yo, but
I
we're not
know.
get confused.
but they like to have new names.
Well, let's make good names instead.
Arcane snatcher.
Arcane Snatcher is.
You won't
on-
even.
You know
have
what?
to-
Spell
I
thief.
won't even trademark it.
Oh
What's
come
the-
on! I was gonna say Spell Thief was on the table, but Arcane Snatcher, give us a call.
Okay, give us a call.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
You need it. You lost Chris Perkins and the other one. I can't remember his name.
Jeremy.
Crawford. Thank you,
Jeremy
Crawford.
yeah.
You lost Chris Perkins and Crawford. You need some more help.
Yeah. We're creative minds.
Luke and Caleb. He's got a C in his name.
Give me a call. And
Give
then
me-
I'll
Give me a Crawford.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, no. Honestly, though, pretty good stuff all around.
And I hope they continue releasing stuff like this.
I saw there was like a whole list of different unearthed arcanas on there.
Yeah, but it's
it's all
from
basic.
old stuff, isn't
Is
it?
it still old stuff?
I think so, because I thought the next one down.
There was a mystic. Oh no, that was the mystic one.
That was the mystic one.
Mystic subclasses. Let me go back and double check. There's the subclasses update
Yeah.
and Scion update. Let me look at the subclasses update and see if that is different or not. Path of the Spiritual Guardian Barbarian. That's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No,
I
this
don't
is all old. You're right. This is.
Subclasses update was October 2025.
Oh,
It says it on the
you're
front
right.
page.
Oh, this is unearthed arcana for updating these subclasses themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. But we're not going to go through all that because that's all just normal
but
stuff we know.
I hope
This is the most brand new thing.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say because a lot of the other stuff is updating old things.
Yeah. Just before we end it on the unearthed arcana thing, is there something you would like to see come out this year for 2024 D&D, or something you think is going to come out?
I don't know if I don't know if there's anything that's going to come out that I think of like that
That
I
you can predict, yeah.
I don't know what they're going for honestly. Maybe something that is like similar to some things in Daggerheart. I don't know. There's some stuff in Daggerheart that they don't have
Like
in D&D.
maybe,
But I don't know.
but I
don't think so.
think they'd be.
It would be really
Yeah.
funny if a class came out called Guardian. It's just a paladin with no magic. No, what would I
yeah.
want? I want a good ranger subclass, like a real
that would
good
be
ranger
cool.
subclass.
Can you imagine if they released like an arcane ranger, like a good one, like a ranger that was maybe built to go to like a full caster,
like
kind of thing?
two third caster?
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe,
Get
up
them
to level
just some
6
more
or
spells.
7.
Yeah.
Or like a warlock thing where you
Yes.
only got like one spell, like one level.
One spell, not even spell slot, but one spell that you can cast
yeah,
a day
yeah,
kind of
like
thing
a
at a high
warlock
level.
thing.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting.
I would like it. They devote more.
Whatsy.
Listen, we're the ideas men. You have to implement it, but we can chat. We take check.
Do you? This is a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
do you know that Pokemon, Nintendo specifically, or Game Freak,
Okay.
Game Freak,
Game Freak.
I'm
gonna need which one?
has a thing where you can submit ideas to them, just so they will use it. Like they don't credit you. They don't do anything, but you are you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so awful.
You willingly submit.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
You're the most successful company in the world. Come up with your own ideas.
Hey, I'm just saying.
They are the most profitable.
Yeah, but you've seen some of their ideas.
That doesn't matter. It makes money. Even if I don't like all their ideas and I think they're stupid, they are the most profitable. I will correct my statement. Profitable. IP in the history of the world.
Yes.
They have made more money than anything else, and they cannot even. Hey guys, if you're listening at home, don't send Game Freak your ideas.
Yes. Make your
love of
own
God.
game.
Yes.
Submit them to Power World.
They might credit you.
They might credit you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this has been At the Table with the new unearthead arcana.
With me, Luke, and this is Caleb.
me, Luke,
signing off.
Me, Luke, this is Caleb.
All in all, a hopeful start to the year.
A positive start to the year.
Yeah.
I hope they release more stuff.
I want more stuff from them because I feel like WotC have released tiny things and have not done anything to tell anyone about them.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I want?
Oh yes, what do you want?
This year from them? I want proper modules back. I want
Yeah.
proper like
Full
level,
modules.
like full modules, like level 1 to 12, like actual stories. Or like even like high level, like 12 to 16, 20.
If we ever see a 20, I'll be impressed.
They've only released
They're cowards.
2, I think, which was Mad Mage.
Yes.
Which was a dungeon crawl that
Yep.
went up to 20, and I think Tyranny of Dragons goes up like the 2 ones, so Queen or whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah,
first,
Tyranny
the
of
first
Dragon
one,
and
then Rise of Tiamat.
Rise of Tiamat.
I think together they go up to 20. But that's what I want. I want proper modules back.
Yeah.
I want some good like D&D storybooks.
Mm.
We should move on.
We should.
I know you've been dreading this conversation. Are you a fan of Star Wars?
Caleb.
Segment name.
I'll get to that. I just want him to answer the question.
Caleb, I am the biggest fan of Star Wars.
Well, you're gonna love it then, because here on our segment, the Silver
Silver
Screen, we are talking about
Star Wars. And I'm so excited to talk about Star Wars.
yes.
What are we talking about,
We're
Caleb?
talking about Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker.
Hate this. I was meant to have fun on this podcast.
Unfortunately, he's between you and the door.
He is.
I am. You cannot escape.
And that is a
me
small
now.
gap for me to go through and not injure myself and him in the process.
I have got you now, Luke.
You do have me now, you bastard. Lured me in with beer. Unfair.
Now you must sit there and listen to my dubious
Hey,
plan.
just walks in.
No! Never getting out now. Just run to the door, headbutt. I'll try to remove the memory. Yeah, we're here to talk about Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Now we watched this
Last night.
last night, but with a
good friend.
bit of a dubious. We watched it because we knew we were going to not enjoy it.
To pull back the veil of show business right now, we went into Wuthering Waves. Did I say that right? Werther's Original. We went into Werther's
The
Original.
WW.
The WW game with hope for good interactions and like with open minds.
Yes, of course.
We went into this expecting garbage.
Me and Luke sat down and we were like, we've been too positive on the podcast.
Yes, we
lately.
need to be angry.
We need something to really rile up the.
I need something to just give me my blood back.
Unfortunately, we actually ended up having a good time. Not because the movie
Not
was
because the
good,
movie, no.
but because
We were funny.
There was bits that
that we had.
we were enjoying
Excuse
watching
me?
it together and sort
Yes.
of bouncing off each other.
I'm so sorry. Luckily he wasn't talking during that, so I'll reduce that a little
You
bit.
filthy person.
Bartender's gone back to listening to us with headphones, and so she can hear every disgusting
Make
noise
sure
we
we
make.
sound beautiful.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys sipping your drinks.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be all right.
What
Yeah,
was
let's go
your
into
let's have a positive. Yep, in case we do have any like
Yeah.
lovers of.
Let's get it out of the way.
Okay. What was a good thing you enjoyed about episode 9?
The visual design of all the sets and props and backgrounds and just worlds are remain consistent with all other Star Wars
And
films,
some of them are really cool.
which is that they're good, and
Yeah,
I really like them.
I think at times we talked about like the temple, like on
Yeah, the
the-
massive statues on Exegol
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with the faces of all like the past Sith
I was like,
lords.
damn, this actually like feels like
This is where Star Wars should have gone after the trilogy, after the 4, 5, 6. It
Yeah.
should go to these weird, fun places.
remind me of the new Star Wars game, the
Jedi Fallen Order,
Fallen Order.
yeah, and Survivor after that.
I should go back and play that.
You should. It's
Anyway,
good. but the sound design, is amazing, and it always is in stuff. Well, this movie, I'll say this much: this movie is a little bit noisy.
there was one point at the end when she's facing Palpatine, and
Palpatine. the lightning.
no the not the choir, the backdrop people.
Oh, the servants and
the ugly
Sith
nuns
and the ugly nuns.
the ugly nuns.
Very
where
kind
they
of you to
start
call them that.
chanting.
Yes.
And at one point, I was like, "Is that Battle of
Is that Duel of Fates?
Duel of
I was like,
Fates?
it's not Duel of Fates, but it does.
That does sound similar.
Sounds very
'Cause I was
similar.
like, man, that would have been cool.
What an amazing idea! What an incredible idea, Caleb.
I do
to
try.
call back to the first
Lucas
prequel
Arts.
and call back to one of the best songs in Star Wars. And this is my problem with this movie. They don't have any good ideas.
I know. The writing is kind of shocking.
It's shite.
we as we were watching this movie, we were like, a lot of this would be good, like from the acting talent that they've got.
Yes.
Because we all agreed that the acting, like they're all putting in quite like
They're doing
a lot of effort.
They're doing the very best they can.
But the writing really lets this movie down.
It does.
I want to point out.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sound design was good, but you did have to turn it up to like 84.
Yeah,
We
I-
don't-
Hear them speak.
I
I-
don't. Yeah,
It's
go
true.
on.
I think it's a Disney Plus thing.
Okay.
I think that genuinely because when I first saw it in the movie, I heard everything in the cinema.
That's because movies these days are designed for cinemas and not home watching.
Like, sure.
Really? But everything's going online with all these.
But we've watched movies from Disney Plus before, but for whatever reason,
The mixing was awful.
yeah, when they've uploaded
Uploaded
to
it.
the streamring service,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Whatever they've
it
done
was-
to that movie.
is they
Garbage.
don't want anyone to listen to it.
Yeah, true. So there's a problem. So the sound design is phenomenal in Star Wars movies in general, but the actual like amount of sounds and noises are so. It's too. I didn't think about this until now. It's too many. It's too much. It's so clumped and cluttered. Whereas in every other Star Wars film, it's so clean.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but we agreed through that entire movie that it was extremely rushed, right? Like at
Yes.
no point, I think we were 30 minutes through, and we were like, nothing has happened yet.
Yet
Everything like is jumping.
Nothing stops.
Yeah.
They don't in the first 30 minutes they don't really accomplish anything, and yet we go through like 4 to 5 different areas and planets.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just by this point I think Luke had gotten to Mos Eisley with Ben Kenobi in episode 4. And so much happens in that first movie of episode 4 that is interesting but like is important to the plot.
Well, just to give you an example, right?
Yeah.
We talk about them like jumping like back and forth through planets like really quickly within
Yeah.
the first like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you remember in episode, I think it's 5,
I'll probably remember it, but yes, continue.
where Luke is walking up to like through the desert up to Jabba the Hutt's like
This will be Return of the Jedi episode
return-
6.
Is it 6?
Yeah. Jabba's Palace
I
is episode
I
6.
couldn't quite remember.
All good. But he's walking up to Jabba's palace, ready to negotiate for Han Solo.
But they have like I think like 4 different scenes of him
established shots.
just established shots of like him being mysterious,
Yep.
confident,
Yep.
like
yeah,
like
he
this.
he says nothing until he gets in front of Jabba.
Yeah,
he says like
yeah.
one little weird thing in alien speak. But it's a lot of quiet moments with a little subtle music and establishing shots, and then one person approaches him and says something, says you can't come by, or
and
they,
then I think he just waves his hand like
like,
he does the Jedi trick, and he's like, oh, okay.
okay, and comes through. The Gamorreans try to stop him. He just goes force choke, on my way. And it's so quiet. And even though Return of the Jedi is not one of the best Star Wars films, that scene kind of highlights all the problems that I have in Rise of Skywalker. It just especially that establishing scene with Poe and Oscar. Poe is Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, yeah,
Poe and
yeah,
Oscar
yeah,
Isaac.
yeah, yeah.
We love Oscar Isaac in this house.
Finn.
Poe and Finn, where they're like hyperspace jumping between planets, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and they just keep jumping from planet to planet to planet, and I feel like this is what the rest of the movie is going to be.
Yeah.
So I rambled a bit there, but yes, it is. It's rushed.
But at least we can all agree, C-3PO is funny as all MacGuffins.
He is the funniest character, and it is not even close.
No,
And he is very good. It's incredible.
If you go back and watch it, really pay attention to like C-3PO's lines, because he really raises like the first half of that movie, because I was like cracking up laughing.
You didn't say my name, sir, but don't worry,
Right,
I'm all
I'm
right.
alright.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so funny. Did you have something, Mikey?
I just wanted to say, remind me, I have a question for you when we're offline.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll remind you.
Sure.
We must have been talking over it. Did we miss the scene when we watched it last where R2-D2 restores the C-3PO backup?
No, it never happened.
It does. Oh, no, it happens at the very end when they're all celebrating, I think. Because that's the next time because R2-D2 goes, there's the whole thing of C-3PO being like, I'm going to miss my friend. It was in the celebration with all them being on that planet.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because they make a whole big deal of C-3PO losing his memories, and he's never going to see his friends again. And then at the very end, R2-D2 comes in and just plugs something into him, and he goes, "Oh, my
I'm
goodness,
back."
I remember you all.
Yeah.
R2, my friend." And you're like, what is it?
It just
Why?
means sacrifice, like
Doesn't
matter.
For a character that it should matter less. He's a droid. He can be rebuilt and stuff, and like
Or
sacrifices
you
for
can
him.
just enjoy the new
He
life
can just
he's
meet them
had.
again. He's not gonna it's This movie was written when it was being shot. That's what it feels like. They were coming up with plot points.
Well, it was also really funny as we were watching it throughout this movie. I was pointing out so many like loopholes.
Yeah.
I was like,
There was one user that pissed me off.
so the first one that I really noticed was there's a scene where Rey walks out to the desert because she senses
in the Force that Kylo Ren is approaching.
Kylo Ren is approaching, right? And
Although
then,
she says that, she goes, "I gotta go deal with something."
yeah, and they all go, yeah, whatever.
Sure, we're being chased by the First Order, but
But
go
she
ahead.
takes too long, or they notice her out there,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
And
Finn
Finn or Poe,
says, "Hey, Chewie,
go get her.
Okay, Maggie.
Okay.
Stop the Cosmo Not Picture Show. I love that video.
He walks out and he's gonna go get her. Then we see a clip
Yeah.
of like the
Knights of Ren.
The Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
Watch Chewie walk out and like head off. And instead of them being like, "Let's go get the ship," we need to get that Wookiee.
That Wookiee is the most important person in this entire scenario.
Wookiees are powerful.
Yeah, but if they take the ship, they get everyone.
And guess what? Then the next clip we see of Chewie in chains, I point out they've got 20 guys there.
20
they could have
stormtroopers.
easily taken the ship.
It's so funny. I'm always distracted in that scene because I just start laughing at
And
the
that's
at
Chewie.
Chewie's there, and then there's one. None of them have their guns trained on the
Oh,
Wookiee,
one, bro.
but one dude
One
is
handing it.
and he's got the bow casting the other. Like, this is all I need. This is a Wookiee, very durable, able to take blaster hits. I can take him, and it's so goofy. No one thought about any of this, and there's a whole battalion of stormtroopers.
Yeah, bro. And the next thing we notice.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Then the next thing I point out is the spaceship is flying off.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Rey and Kylo
Kylo.
fight over
Tug of war
of it
with the Force.
Lightning strikes.
Rey
it,
kills.
right? And then Rey's
Which is-
like, "Oh, I've killed Chewie."
I killed Chewie. Chewie's dead.
Yeah. We then find out that Chewie's alive
In about 2 minutes.
in very quickly.
Record time.
So that mystery is gone. But then on the next planet, she literally walks outside,
Looks up
looks up, Chewie's alive.
on that ship.
I can sense him. And so all I'm thinking is, if you can sense Chewie like that, why didn't you sense him not on the ship that you blew up?
You should, like, Chewie is on that massive ship with at least 1 million people on board, and is thousands of kilometers
Yeah.
in the sky. I can see him.
Like 10 times the distance.
but 20 meters in that direction. Nah.
Nah, he was there.
we
Her
can't.
emotions were clouded.
Oh yeah, but her
Yeah,
emotions.
sure.
Her emotions are clouded the entire film. Oh
I know.
gosh.
I do point this out. I'm like
In every scene.
like when she's fighting in every scene, like she uses so much like rage. Like she's very like not
And it
calm in any
They-
way.
They wrote it like this because a lot of people were like, she's a Mary Sue. In the first film she's in, she basically beats Kylo Ren in a lightsaber duel with no training.
with no training.
And then in the next movie, she wins everything with almost like no effort. And people were like, she's a Mary Sue, we don't really care about her. So they're like,
I think our audio's gotten out of sync.
oh, well,
Echoing.
we'll be right back in just 1 second.
Technical difficulties.
Welcome back. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties.
Oh, naturally.
Naturally. Anyway, what was I saying? It was about
We're talking about C-3PO comedy.
Comedy. No, it was beyond that point. It was
Mary Sue.
Mary Sue.
Mary
Yes, the
Sue,
emotions. Yes.
emotions.
So the first two films, she was very much dealing fine. She beats Kylo Ren all the time.
Yes.
No challenge. In this one, because a lot of people said they don't like that, they definitely wrote it more like, oh, look, guys, she's struggling. But unfortunately, this is the third film in the trilogy, and by this point, she shouldn't be struggling.
Yes.
She should be having trouble still, but she shouldn't be struggling like this. She's struggling. She's emotional like how Luke is emotional in episode 4. And by episode 6, Luke is the cool, calm, collected Jedi, not
The scene I talked about.
in the scene you talked about where
Yeah.
he's a complete badass. It's so, yeah, like it's frustrating.
Yeah,
She's emotional and it's...
But the only issue I have with that is that the Jedi are meant to be in control of
Yes.
their emotions, right? And it feels like that,
Yeah.
she's definitely not. And I understand that they may be setting her up because she's meant to possibly take, like, the dark, the throne of the Sith.
Like they're saying that
Like,
might be a
they're setting
risk.
her up that she might be, like,
She might fall.
turn evil.
Or as Palpatine's plan is, take over her body with his mind.
Ooh, spooky.
The dead speak.
Oh.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Speaking of the dead speak,
yeah.
this is a very big point. But as a lot of people will be aware, Carrie Fisher, unfortunately, was not
Passed away.
passed away during filming, and honestly, I think not very much into filming of the Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
And of course, Disney did not do the honorable thing, did not do the intelligent thing of like finding a way to write her out quicker or just saying something happened off screen or changing stuff.
Because I think we had that conversation about like why didn't they write her out, and I think someone said that because she was too integral to the story, or
too
like she was
important.
in too many like scenes
for scripts or whatever. But so instead of removing her, they basically puppeted a dead body with CGI and archival footage. And so anytime she's on camera and she's talking to Rey or talking to any other character, she's saying generic lines that are one word or two words that can be put anywhere.
Yeah,
They're doing ad libs with Carrie Fisher, and it's awful.
It is really bad.
If you haven't seen the films recently, and I saw the films when they were in cinema, you don't remember how bad it is. It's worse than you remember, because at this point in time, you kind of look at yourself, you look at the movie and you go, you shouldn't be here. This should be better.
Yeah.
But they had to have Carrie Fisher. They had to have Leia.
I think in the end, it would have shown a lot more like respect and a lot more grace.
Yeah.
Like
honor.
to not only like Carrie Fisher, but also probably the fans, because I think the fans would have definitely understood.
Yeah.
Like she's passed away. Of course, you have to write her out.
Yeah,
right.
Like that, and there have been plenty of movies that do that, and like have had to deal with that, and it's better off going along that route instead of like trying to make something work.
You could have she didn't have to be in the whole movie.
No.
Even if you were going to go with that archival route footage, it could have been like you had the scenes you had to establish that
Something was wrong.
that something was wrong, and that her time was like coming,
Yeah.
and maybe she gives Rey her blessing to
Yeah.
pass on. I will say though, in the film, Kylo Ren does have a very emotional moment with
Han Solo.
with Han Solo,
Yeah.
like his dad, and that was actually we both were like,
was like,
that's
pretty good.
probably that's a pretty nice scene.
It was pretty good
from there.
I don't mind it. Like it was not bad. I'm surprised Harrison Ford came back. Honestly, thinking it was about respecting Carrie and her memory rather than him. He hates Star Wars. He does not want to be in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Much to the fact
think
that it
that's why-
started his career.
Well, I think it's just what he's become.
Obviously.
I
get
think it's just.
I don't have a lot of respect for Harrison Ford.
That's
I'll be
fair.
honest.
That's fair.
But I'm glad he did come back. At least that nice scene. That was impressive. Like it was good. But obviously he wouldn't care. Either way, he's that
He got
kind of
his
prick.
money.
He got his money.
He
Show
got
me the
his
money.
money.
Yeah.
He only came back for episode 7 because he won. He demanded a lot of money.
Yeah.
And 2, I think he said, "You have to kill.
You have to kill me.
You have to kill me."
You have to kill my character. I can't come back beyond that. No, it's just at this point now it becomes nitpicks, it becomes small things, it becomes story. But again,
Yeah.
the major problem is the writing. It's impulsive, it's rushed.
It's really
Nothing is set up, nothing pays off. The only thing they kind of pay off is the force healing aspect throughout the movies.
I don't even agree with that.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this when
we
we
need
were.
another battery. One more technical difficulty, gang. Talking about force healing. Remember,
Yeah.
My goodness.
if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yes. Hello, Mum.
Yeah.
Dance.
Dancing fairies.
Yeah, the dancing fairies.
I don't like that group name.
It's so
Yay.
it's so unthought of, and it just,
The dancing fairies.
we're the dancing fairies.
Quickly run, the dancing fairies.
I can't wait for you to run into an actual troop of dancing fairies. I go, we're the dancing fairies.
Don't wear the dancing fairies.
Really? No.
No.
I'm right here. Stop it.
Give me the cow.
Soon. Soon? You're not gonna let him in here. What are you talking about? We're all gonna be out soon. We'll be able to see people soon.
I guess not.
That stopped you from making bad decisions. So
Oh, that's good, ain't
I
it?
saw something I really like.
What?
Okay, coming back.
Yes.
not you.
Oh, okay. Ready in
3,
2, 1.
Back again.
Back again once again. Apologies.
No.
Force healing. That's what we're talking about.
I disagree that it even paid off with the force feeling. The entire film, I had such a big problem with this idea that Rey had such ability to use such strong force techniques.
Yeah.
When I don't think all her training was done off screen.
Yeah.
So we haven't been able to see her develop any of these skills.
Yeah.
And she does it very nonchalantly. There is really no.
There's always no effort.
And I also talking.
She's just surprised by it.
Yeah, exactly, right? But also, we already talked about how she does not seem to be in control of her emotions, not being able to actually,
Yeah.
do, the Jedi Force training,
Yeah.
and yet she has, this really powerful ability.
Yeah.
At least Kylo's ability to, have this, connection to literally grab things out of matter. Sorry.
They have
Through
a-
space.
Yeah. They have a connection between each other that they're able to utilize, and he seems much more proficient in actually doing things with it.
At least we see this build up through the film, because he starts with taking the necklace,
And then the helmet moves to him.
yeah.
And then she sends him the light. In fact, I didn't realize it's all things from her to him.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes,
never
yes, yeah.
him to her.
Crazy.
Interesting. Well, it's interesting. But yeah, it's,
We talked about how it would have been cool if instead of the
Yeah.
lightsaber moving, instead they
Full
just
swap.
full swap positions.
And then you have the whole solution of, because Palpatine's first plan is that if Rey strikes Palpatine down,
Yeah.
he gets to invade her body and take control of it because, by the way, Palpatine is her grandfather. Stupidest fucking twist ever.
Not even Go on,
poorly
keep
built
going.
up. And then we thought, well, wouldn't it be interesting if Kylo Ren swapped, because then he can't invade Kylo's Ren body and she can fight the Knights of Ren
Because she has the lightsaber.
she has a lightsaber.
Yeah, but he ends up killing Palpatine.
Yes.
And then
But instead, we get her being like, here, take this lightsaber, Kylo, and fight the Knights of Ren, and I'll pull out this extra one that I had found and was totally established in the canon. It's Leia's lightsaber. And he's a big fan of Luke's green lightsaber, which he makes after he loses his father's one, which, by the way, the fact that they found that fucking lightsaber, it falls from a giant city in the sky into a planet that I
Yes.
can only assume is a gas giant, or some sort. It doesn't matter, it should
would
be
that
found.
mean it would?
Probably not a gas giant, because I don't know if it's still hospitable. But
Well, it's a cloud. It's a cloud planet.
yeah, I don't know if but it shouldn't have been found.
Go on.
But they had, in my personal opinion, the best lightsaber just set up for her to take the mantle of her previous master, that being Luke. The lightsaber that he uses. Are you going to tell me that?
It's a gas giant.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
you have given me so much more ammunition.
Would it just pass right through?
Yes, or it should be crushed by the massive amount of gravity. It doesn't matter.
Be pulled in.
Yeah, pulled in.
But essentially, Luke's lightsaber is established in the canon, and they never tell you where it is or where it's gone.
Where it's gone.
And for some fucking reason, they were like, "What lightsaber should she have?"
Layers.
Layers. We did just another generic
never
blue
seen
one.
before.
We've never seen it before. The first time we see it, she pulls it out of hiding. We see it in a flashback in which Leia beats Luke in training, which is also just kind of like, okay, cool, write that in, why don't we? Luke, they fucking hate Luke. That film, all those three films, was just like, Luke is the worst person in the world. And as a representative Luke, I don't like that.
You were talking about how when Luke's actor
Mark Hamill
came back for the second film, he did an interview where he expressed that the character he was playing was no longer Luke. Like, it was a totally different character.
Yeah, it was.
And then we got into this tangent about Luke, a Jedi Master, exhibiting dark side tendencies, killing a Padawan.
Who is his nephew?
Who's his nephew? Like his
Luke goes from transforming the most despicable criminal man in the world to
Darth Vader
to a hero and killing the Emperor
to his redemption.
To his redemption with love and not with violence. To, oh man, I had one scary dream about Kylo Ren, about Ben Solo. I better kill him.
Murder.
I failed.
I better murder.
And now I'm
him.
gonna run off to a hermit place because I failed at being a Jedi, and the Jedi are awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck. I did one cool thing in that movie and then died. And
there were it was.
And when an actor is saying to you, this is not the character I played years ago, you failed as a writer.
Well, I think I wouldn't necessarily say that.
I would.
They have in this case.
Fair enough. Time changes people sometimes. Yeah. But this is egregious.
It is really egregious how they treat the source or the legacy of Star Wars up to this point.
Lando is just another cameo that shoots a stormtrooper with a crossbow. Universe of lasers. Here's a crossbow bolt to the eye. What's that armor doing? Does it do anything? I know the Ewoks beat the previous stormtroopers with sticks and stones, but my goodness, like, can we not do it better? It's dumb. The best character.
I think it's just uniform. Imagine it's just a uniform.
Yeah, it's just cloth and plastic. But like, the best characters in this movie is basically Chewie and C-3PO, because Chewie has actual emotional reactions and C-3PO is funny.
Yeah, C-3PO is like really funny. I actually think Kylo is actually pretty good in this film.
Fair enough.
I think Kylo is actually pretty.
I'll say my one problem with him is the fact that he does nothing to foreshadow any sense of redemption, and then he's immediately redeemed because his mum dies.
Yeah, that's also true. And
Dad comes to speak to him. He's like,
yeah,
okay, I
but
won't kill people.
I think in fairness, that has to do once again with the atrocious pacing
Oh, absolutely.
of the film.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
it's bad because of that.
Yeah.
But it's still bad. But no, like Kylo Ren is definitely one of, in terms of the new characters,
Yes,
he's definitely
yes.
one of the strongest.
Yes,
Absolutely.
So do you want the rating criteria?
Yes, okay. Give
Yeah.
us the rating criteria.
Hand it over.
Okay, so the 5 points are plot/story,
Plot/story.
Yeah.
point yes, no,
No points.
No points. No points.
I may
for
even
plot
take
or
points
story.
off depending on how much we go.
acting/direction.
Okay,
Ooh.
they tried their best, but
Half. I think half. At the end of the day,
the directing is still bad.
well, yeah, it's partially the
directing-
the issue. The
well,
acting is all right.
Yeah, I would say I think definitely half a point off because the direction is also suffering because J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson couldn't make the same consistent films. So J.J. Abrams was the first
I was
one.
shocked when you told me
Yeah.
that
Ryan Johnson
Ryan Johnson
did Knives Out
because I love the Knives
Yeah.
Out movies.
Yeah.
And so
and tried to be
when-
subverting expectation with Star Wars. Doesn't work. Didn't work.
oh,
So because of that, J.J.
what a
Abrams
blow.
tried to make a
But
movie.
yeah,
so
So we're currently at
half
half
a point. Half a point.
Let's hope it doesn't go higher.
3 is music/general sound design.
We did
The sound design is good, but it's messy.
another half point.
Another half point. It is a messy, there's like some good stuff in there, but it's also messy.
Yeah.
Number 4 is how it fits into the genre.
0. It fucks up the genre. It completely fucks it up entirely.
What is it? I would
Sci-fi
agree.
opera, space fantasy
fantasy.
opera, and it.
I would argue, right? I would argue that in this scenario, when we're talking about genre, we are talking about the Star Wars genre, right?
Okay.
Because we are not comparing. I would never compare really
This to Star Trek.
this to Star Trek,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
That's the difference between Star Wars is space fantasy
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Star Trek is sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
In all, so minus a point for the Star Wars genre because it sets everything back so much.
Yeah.
I honestly think. Do we want to do minus a point
I
or just
would.
0?
I would do negative points.
We are back at 0.
We are back at 0.
It's really that bad.
Rewatchability.
Oh.
You half a point because it's only rewatchable if you watch it with friends and you laugh at it and you make jokes.
Yeah, I think
That's the only rewatchability.
I think it's so we don't repeat history.
Yeah. It's half a point.
Half a point.
So it is at now 0.5.
0.5.
It's 0.5.
Is there one more category?
No, that's it.
That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the list of things we've ranked, what was it? It was I don't think we put the board game actually up there, but it's Knives Out at like a 4.5.
Yeah.
The only 2 things that you have ranked for silver screen
And-
so far
Yep.
is Knives Out and this.
Oh, I'm talking about the game. Do we not rank
Oh, we've ranked
Wuthering Waves? Well,
Well,
we're
I
not meant
wouldn't.
to.
Let's stick to just films.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
fine.
films. I think films.
I just want to
'Cause-
really highlight how much better everything else is. But we'll stick to films. So the 2 things we've ranked, 4.5, Knives
Yes,
Out,
Knives Out.
0.5.
Yes. For
Star Wars,
For Star Wars.
The Rise of Skywalker,
Rise of Skywalker.
a movie that features a kiss that no one wanted, and Rey suggesting that her name is Skywalker. No one wanted that. There were women in the cinema when that happened. They went ew, and we all laughed. No
Yeah,
one,
in your
no one
experience-
supported. In my
your
experience, there were 2
experience.
teenage girls, 3 rows down. Kylo kisses Rey. Ew. We
Oh,
all laughed.
that's what you're talking about. I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about the Skywalker bit where she, at the very end of the
No,
film,
no, everyone
where
else
she
was just
goes, where
That was just
Rey
silent.
Goes, who are you, Rey Skywalker?
Skywalker,
And
Rey.
the 2 girls went,
Ew.
ew.
No, I did went ew.
That was
I don't
funny.
think you can say that nobody wanted Rey and Kylo kiss with the number of published books that started off as Reylo
Oh, yeah, but let me get something straight here. It's the concept they like, but not the movie. They're like, ooh, Dark Daddy. What do they call it? Dark Daddy? Shadow Daddy. And whatever Rey is. I don't think she's part of the concept, is she? She's just female insert. Yeah, you see the problem with her writing? We don't even have a concept for her, but Kylo Ren of all people.
Insert concept.
Whingy, whiny bitch Kylo Ren gets a concept, and it's Shadow Daddy. Anyway, sorry, that's a little bit off tangent there.
He's usually not as whiny when he's Shadow Daddy.
Shadow boy. Shadow baby.
He's very whiny a lot of the
Shadow
time,
darling.
unfortunately. Shadow darling.
Shadow darling.
Shadow bitch. I'm sorry. I've been on my best behavior.
That's okay. I think you
But-
did really well.
Thanks,
I
man.
think you know it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Well, let's look to more brighter futures.
Yes.
Caleb, we have a challenge. I have a challenge for you.
Oh my gosh.
I know you are quite the artistic person.
I have been known to dabble in the artistry of art.
Yeah, and I have done some drawings in the past. Some profiles of
A regular
pictures.
connoisseur.
You want to try that word again?
I don't.
I want a connoisseur.
A connoisseur.
Well, we are big fans of a particular individual with quite an amazing fro. He has a fro, right? Yes. Yeah, I thought so. But
Mr. T.
he has a mohawk.
Mr. T has an afro, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. Moving on. Bob Ross.
Him? Yes, I do like Bob Ross.
We like Bob Ross, and
I do
and
like
it-
Bob Ross.
About 5 years ago, it was popular to do Bob Ross paint videos
Yeah,
on YouTube.
so we're catching up.
We're catching up. We're gonna go to all the trends.
all the old trends, and we'll never
And
do a new trend.
These are our rules for this challenge.
Yes.
We pick the same video, so we
Yep.
all have the same supplies,
Yes.
same stuff. We cannot pause the video.
No,
We must paint with Bob.
with Bob
At the same time.
time.
Yep.
Okay.
And we will bring our results to the next episode.
and then you
you can judge.
You can judge which one you like better.
You can give a point system like we do for the movies and games.
Can you imagine if they're just identical? That would actually.
But I mean, that'd be amazing.
That'd be pretty
That would
funny.
be a success on Bob Ross's part.
That Bob and I, you know, what? Bob Ross is I think he passed.
He's dead.
He yes. Wow, you're so crass.
So cross. Cross.
Grass.
That's what he said. He said cross. And I was so
No, I
making
said
fun of him.
grass. You big old cow.
How dare you?
On track.
On track.
On track.
Na-
Choo choo.
Tune in. Threw me off. Tune in next week
time.
on Tavern Banter as we go back into our common segment. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Bob Ross star.
Bob Ross painting.
It is now time. We are being kicked out of the tavern.
Yeah, we've been a bit rowdy. People have been looking at me when I'm just shouting about
It's all the
Ray.
yelling of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like, get this fucking nerds out of here.
Hopefully you'll join us next time. Come witness our painting challenge. of
Yes,
Bob Ross.
come witness our painting and come
Come.
back to the next episode, please.
and come be late.
What's your favourite Star Wars movie?
Ooh.
Better not be Rise of Skywalker.
Mine's Phantom Menace.
Is that an afro?
No.